I was holding the pen when the cup brushed my hand. Porcelain. Warm. A smile. Colder. The room smelled of polish and old money, the kind of wealth that thinks it will outlive consequences. My name was already embossed on the transfer papers. No ink yet. Just certainty waiting to be signed. My son stood behind his wife. Proud. Nervous. Rehearsed. She leaned forward and offered the coffee like an olive branch. Her smile was practiced, flawless, except it never reached her eyes. Then the maid brushed my elbow. A whisper slid into my ear, thin as a blade. Don't drink. Just trust me. I didn't flinch. Didn't look down. I let the pen hover. I smiled back. Trust, I had learned, is a currency people spend freely until it costs them everything. I remembered the first time I met her. Bright. Grateful. A voice trained to soften rooms. She called me father before she earned it. I welcomed her because I wanted peace. Because I believed legacy meant generosity. Because my son loved her. And love makes fools of careful men. I built the company in nights that bled into mornings. Contracts signed with shaking hands. Losses buried quietly with dignity. I taught my son patience. Not shortcuts. I thought he understood. I thought she did too. The signs came softly. A board meeting rescheduled without my consent. Numbers rounded the wrong way. My son repeating phrases that weren't his. Her hand on his arm when he spoke, guiding, steering. I noticed the maid first. She stopped meeting my eyes. Then she started avoiding rooms when I entered. Messages paused mid-sentence. Doors closed a second too late. And the coffee, every morning. Whether I asked for it or not. The evidence hid inside routine. A forwarded email. A legal draft with my signature scanned, not signed. A clause that shifted control under a medical contingency I never agreed to. They weren't trying to kill me. They were trying to retire me permanently. That realization didn't break my heart. Clarified it. I didn't confront them. I sharpened my patience. I called my attorney and spoke about the weather. Auditors reviewed numbers under the excuse of tax optimization. Assets moved into blind trusts with my name nowhere near them. A will was drafted, generous on its face, lethal in its precision. I let them believe I was tired. The maid became my mirror. She slipped documents into my briefcase. She told me about pills crushed into cups. Not poison. Just enough to fog judgment. Enough to justify diagnoses. Enough to steal control legally. I told her to change nothing. Keep serving the coffee. Back in the room, the pen still hovered. My daughter-in-law placed her cup close to mine. Too close. I laughed. Made a small joke about nerves. Then, while everyone watched and no one noticed, I switched the cups. The maid's eyes flickered. That was all. I signed nothing. 5 minutes passed like a held breath. Her smile cracked first. She blinked too hard. Her words tangled. My son reached for her, confused. She waved him off, stood too fast. I asked for water. Calm. Concerned. The doctor was called. The papers were forgotten. At the hospital, Tess told stories she couldn't interrupt. At home, my attorney executed documents she didn't know existed. The board convened without her. My son learned the truth from a screen, not my mouth. Clauses. Emails. The contingency built around my incapacity. Now nullified by a doctor's report and a time-stamped camera feed of the cup swap. I didn't raise my voice. I let facts speak in a language she understood. She tried to cry. I handed her a mirror. The confrontation was brief. She sat across from me in my office, in the chair she once admired. I told her the company now belonged to a foundation in my name. My son would run operations with oversight. She would touch nothing. Her lawyer called it cruel. Called it precise. I showed her the clause on marital fraud. The recording of the maid's whisper. The camera above the coffee station she assumed was broken. I slid the cup toward her. Empty now. You smiled, I said. That was your mistake. She asked how long I'd known. I told her. From the moment she stopped calling me father and started calling me sir in emails she thought I'd never read. My son didn't speak to me for weeks. Then he did. He apologized without excuses. He cried without asking for forgiveness. I gave him work. I gave him time. I didn't give him control. Legacy, I learned, isn't about blood. It's about proof. Now I drink my coffee alone. The maid still serves it. She never bumps into me anymore. I think about the pen hovering, the cup warming my hand, the way patience outlasts ambition when ambition forgets to be careful. I didn't destroy her. I let her step exactly where she meant to push me. Justice doesn't need volume. It needs timing. And I still haven't signed the papers.